On this table, what do you believe we are going to be eating?
It's nothing obvious. It seems like a variety of foods.
There's a variety of food.
And I'm wondering, why has he brought me? It's a very nice restaurant. Why has he brought me here?
Very good question.
It's a very good question.
But in every country in the world, there are Chinese people. And because of that, in every country of the world, there is Chinese food.
There is. There's an abundance of it in the UK.
But as you know, China is a very broad place with many different provinces, and food is different from province to province. And funnily enough, from country to country, their Chinese food will also be different. So in England, actually, a lot of things in the Chinese restaurants and our menus aren't on in Korea, and that changes from country to country too. Because obviously they take the dishes that they believe the local people will like from that country. So the Chinese food that you're used to, having eaten it in England, completely different to the Chinese food they do in Korea. And Chinese food in Korea is very popular, especially 3 dishes. And those are the 3 dishes I'm going to be giving you. It's probably the most commonly ordered takeaway food, like delivery, in Korea, because it's very cheap, very filling, very nice. But we are not doing takeaway. We are doing fancy version. We're in a fancier restaurant.
Yes, nice, yeah.
About to enjoy a fancier version of the 3 most popular dishes, which is jjajangmyeon, which is a black bean noodle dish.
Oh, yes.
Jampong, which is a spicy seafood noodle dish. Not overly spicy though, don't worry.
Seafood, okay. Is it with noodles?
It is with noodles.
I'm equivalating all this that you're saying. I'm equivalating it to dishes in my head that I would get in England of this sort of thing. So we are going to see if there's any resemblance whatsoever.
And then there's also sweet and sour pork.
Okay, yeah, we have that.
We do have that in
See,
England.
we have an equivalent of the description of all 3.
Yeah.
That you except with the black bean, they don't do black bean noodles. They do black bean with meat.
Yeah, like a lamb black
Yeah.
bean one. So that is the pork, and that's the sauce for it.
Oh, absolutely nothing like its equivalent in England. Nothing. Not even slightly similar.
No.
The one we get is bright red covered with actually, you know what, it's more like the yum yum, isn't it? But sweet and sour.
Yeah.
It looks a little bit like that. So is this battered?
Yep.
It's actually really pretty.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Yeah, I just want to get stuck in. You stop talking.
Often in the batter there'll be a glutinous rice powder too, which gives it a completely different texture. Basically this will taste completely different to what you're used to from
yeah,
the
it
English
will
one.
do if it's got a rice powder.
Oh my god, that smells amazing.
I'm absolutely mesmerised. I can't wait to taste this. Oh,
There we go.
absolutely nothing like what I was equivalent, and that looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, 3 new dishes.
So this one actually usually has really small
smell
pieces
really good.
of beef in it, not juicy pieces like this. And it's because we're in a fancier place.
Oh, I see. They've been very generous with the meat.
Well, no, it's more expensive.
Yeah.
It's a fancier place.
Yes,
but
yeah.
usually we'll have small pieces of beef in it.
So this is kind of the equivalent to our beef in black sauce, black bean sauce.
Yeah.
But totally
different and
yeah, because this is something I order all the time, beef in black bean sauce. So let's see how the flavours compare.
we will see.
Wow.
And this is obviously the seafood,
This is
the spicy noodles.
phenomenal. See, yeah, right.
Your mussels in there, some
Wonderful.
prawns, squids.
Wonderful.
You don't understand my love. Feels like I'm talking to a wall. You don't understand my love. Stop feeling so misunderstood. We try to rise from the night. We came a long way from where we were. We trying not to get hurt, but we
Oh, it's time.
Thank God.
We will start you off with pretty much this is my favourite. I love
Are you
black.
starting with the flake? Ah, I thought you'd start with the pork.
So, first you mix it up.
Such a shiny sauce, isn't it?
You like black bean sauces?
I love black bean sauce.
You are in heaven. Let's just get you this amount. Now, there are scissors, because these noodles are very long, and you're eating them with chopsticks, so you might want to cut them.
Okay.
Give you a piece of beef.
Oh,
There you
yes,
go,
yes,
let's get you. And the onions. The onions are a big part of it.
That is good. That is really good. It is absolutely nothing like English Chinese food.
Nothing.
Not even, but it's not like Korean food either.
No. Fantastic.
Even the noodles are different. They're so thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something else, isn't it? It tastes like they've marinated the meat.
I don't know what they've done with that meat, but
Lots of flavour. Delicious. It's a good job we're sharing. I could not eat a whole bowl of that. Not the whole
this is
bowl.
the funny thing. They'll eat a whole bowl of this for lunch. Usually, like, you order from a normal one, you get it for about 5,000 won.
Yeah.
It's like 3 quid, 3.5 quid. It just fills you up completely. Yeah, a
No.
whole bowl of that.
No, that's really good value.
Yeah, that's why it's so popular. Tastes great, fills you up,
Yeah.
and it's really cheap.
Well, I suppose if you were only eating that, but even that's a lot. That's a lot in one sitting.
So how does the black bean taste compare to the British equivalent?
It doesn't. There's a completely different flavour. This is more beefy. It doesn't seem to have as much vinegar. They put more vinegar in the British version.
You can come back to your black bean noodles soon.
I certainly will. We're doing another one.
To the seafood.
Great. Oh, more noodles. Oh, that's for me.
There you go.
Oh, lovely. Have you got squid? I hope there's a piece of
more
squid for you.
tomorrow.
이게 좀 더 편하실 것 같아요.
네, 감사합니다. You're ready for a completely different flavour.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, I just want to just eat and eat and eat and eat. Wow.
This was Roy's favourite.
Oh, that is just so Moorish. I'm really surprising myself because I think I actually preferred it and I thought I would definitely like the beef best.
This is a lot of people's favourite. It's between the two.
Tastes is good. That is the most
I just had some.
succulently cooked squid ever. That sauce.
It's all about the sauce. So you reckon you prefer the seafood? The jambon.
Surprisingly,
It's not surprising for me. I had a feeling you would.
I wouldn't have guessed that. Normally it's the meaty dishes. You know what it is though? It's the sauce.
Yeah.
It's the sauce. That's what's got me.
Lily and Alison really like this too. But for them, I got them a vegetarian one.
Did they have it here?
No, they had it at a place which does it vegetarian.
How
It's
do
the actual fish one.
can you replicate?
I don't know.
Because I can taste the fish.
No, 100%. I was shocked when I ate the vegetarian one. It actually tasted similar. Not too
So-
spicy.
When you take it in the sauce, it is. When you eat it with the noodles, it's not.
It's fine. Well, again,
I
we
have
will
not
come
finished.
back to that.
I hope so because I want to eat more.
And we will go on to the big boy. With this, it's a lot more simple. Pick it up, dip it in the sauce and eat. There's a big fight and war in Korea about whether it's best to dip it in then eat it or just pour the sauce all on top of it and let it sit. I like to dip. Okay, but not everyone does.
Let's dip, just in case the sauce, sweet and sour is not one of my favourite sauces.
Trying it without the sauce first is also a good idea.
Great idea.
Very meaty.
That's a very good batter. Oh, really good.
That is fantastic.
Nice and tender, and
Sweet and sour sauce.
Korean pork does taste different, you know.
It really does.
It does. I'm good with that sauce. I have no issues with the sauce at all.
That's so lovely.
That's amazing. The nice thing about dipping is you can absolutely regulate it. I think if you poured it over, it would probably become a bit swamped,
It can. It can be a bit too overwhelming.
even though I just swamped this piece in there.
But more importantly for me is you lose a bit of the crunch of the batter. That's why I tend not to do it. I like to keep that crispiness.
Such a pleasure.
And of course there are other dishes, Chinese dishes in Korea. These three are by far and away the three most popular.
Oh, it's so amazing to go back now to the beef because somehow it tastes even better
It
than
does.
when I first tasted it.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
It's the contrast of the other flavours, isn't it? It's now
yeah.
become 10 times more delicious.
It's weird.
How strange.
It does taste even better now. I'm back to it. And the funny thing is, because the delivery's so cheap,
Oh, well, made a mess of that. I won't be wearing this shirt again for the rest of the trip then. What are these for anyway? Why did she give these to us? You seem to do a good job with them.
yeah, because I'm a functioning human being now. So yeah, because the delivery's so cheap in Korea, like 5,000 won for a bowl, they actually send it to you in a bowl like this, like a plastic bowl, and then people will eat it, and then they'll take their bowls and they'll put it back outside their door. When he's making his next round, he'll come and pick it up, take it back to the restaurant.
Oh, that's super.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Nowadays, I think some restaurants have stopped doing that, but still, it's still quite common.